my lady?
Not very, I think. It's only a short get-together to welcome her son back from the army.
To speak the truth, my lady, I don't like the goings-on at night, lady. The noises, they're getting worse.
I know, Jenny, but a few noises won't hurt us now, will they? See if my necklace is well fastened in the back, will you please?
Yes, it is, my lady. But, beg your pardon, it's just the noises. They bring back the fearsome things that have happened in Canterville Castle. So Simon, he gets restless in his grave, he does.
I'm sure there must be some kind of simple explanation for it all, Jenny. You may go now.
Yes, my lady.
I promise to be home early. Oh, there's that noise again. Oh, the sound of breaking chains. Lenny! What does that mean? Oh, someone please help me!
My lady, what is it? What happened? Oh dear! Oh, wake up, my lady! Oh, Lord save us! She must have seen something frightful!
Oh, Jenny, this is something. Oh, it was a ghost. I saw it and it chased me.
Now, Lady Canterville, it's all right.
Oh, it was all green and terrible face and arms that were chained.
That must have been the same green mark you saw the other night, Mrs. Olney.
Oh, it was the ghost of Sir Simon. I just know it was. It was the same ghost my great-aunt Prudence saw and never recovered her wits afterwards.
I'm sure you're right, lady. The cook and I have been scared balmy lately by a lot of knockings and groanings. Worse than usual. And then there's that green light.
That settles it. I must sell this place. In the morning, I'm going to get in touch with those Americans who are so enthusiastic about buying the whole estate. That American banker.
Oh, yes, I remember him. Said he certainly was interested in buying it. Said he'd like nothing better than to move his whole family to an old English castle.
I must sell it. I simply must. You do remember what happened to Madame de Torville here 6 years ago?
I remember. She came downstairs and saw a ghost rifling through her handbag and then writing on the wall with the lipstick. And the terrible knot your grandfather choked to death on the Jack of Diamonds.
No, enough is enough. If I don't get out of here, surely I'll be next.
Well, ghosts would know. I've lived here too long to think of moving anywhere else.
Yes, it is true masterwork. Ha ha. Thanks to my artistry, the last of the cannibals are not leaving the castle forever. Perchance I may rest undisturbed. And although I have not slept, not nearly awake for the past 400 years, I do enjoy what rest I get. But it's not to say that I do not enjoy scaring people till they scream, faint away, or run in fright. During the brief midsummer's time, I had some marvelous hauntings. I remember one evening so well at the night in the scarlet horns of Lord James Canterville. Whoosh! Strike! The servants fled shrieking through the halls, never to be seen again. It was most amusing, but I get tired of this. And just to be able to rattle my chains and groan through the year without making an appearance, it grows so worrisome. It wouldn't be so bad if I just get some sleep. But such is my curse. Oh.
Any sign of them? Not yet, Mrs. Olney. If I was the Americans, I wouldn't come here. I'd get on the first boat and sail straight for home. Do you think her ladyship has told the new buyers about Sir Simon?
The less said about him, my girl, the better. It's not our place to speculate. No, but I do hope he'll behave.
Scared me half to death last week, he did.
But you did not see him.
But I heard him rattling his chains.
I do hope they won't notice the stain on the rug.
They're bound to see it, and then they'll ask about it.
If we say nothing, they may suspect nothing. That would be dishonest. Now, what is Mrs. Olney? Good morning, milady. We was just discussing the ghost. Blood red. Nothing we have used has ever been able to wash it out. Canterville Castle won't seem the same in the hands of strangers, milady. After that episode last week, my decision is final. And Mr. and Mrs. Otis are giving me a marvelous prize.
And I may be giving my notice.
That isn't very sporting of you, Jenny. wouldn't be cricket to leave the Americans without some staff. At least know from the beginning. Besides, every member of your family has been in service here. Go along, Jenny. See if there are fresh towels in the washstands.
Yes, my lady.
How large a family, ma'am? 3 girls, one around 20, the others younger girls. I appreciate you staying on, Mrs. Omni. It will certainly make things easier for the Americans. I think of Canterville Castle as my home, ma'am. Happily, you and Sir Simon seem to get on very well. Yes, I always speak respectfully of him. Perhaps he appreciates that.
Coming up for half an hour, my lady.
How very punctual.
I don't think Sir Simon's going to be liking strange stuff.
That's enough, Louise. Go help with the luggage.
Hurry up, Wendy! You're always lagging behind me!
I'm hurrying as fast as I can.
Slow down, girls! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burst in on anyone.
Why, it's all right, my dear. You're Wendy, I imagine.
No, I'm Pam.
I'm out of breath. This is only next.
I'm not that tired. Are you Lady Canterville?
I have that honor.
You're the first lady we've ever met. She means a lady, you know, with the title.
I quite understand. The luggage. I hope you girls will enjoy living here.
I think it's terrific. We just can't wait to live in a house as big as a castle. I'm just going to love it here.
I hope so.
It's going to be great fun exploring.
Exploring, miss?
She's got this crazy idea. She wants to be an archaeologist.
What on earth for?
Like digging in the earth in old ruins, covering herself with dust. It's stupid if you ask me. No one's asking you. I'm going to investigate every room in this house. There must be a secret panel somewhere. Isn't there, Lady Canterville? Or at least a closet with a skeleton in it.
There are lots of strange things at Canterville Castle. It's a very large house with several floors. It really needs a lift.
It would take a giant to lift this house. Oh, Wendy, a lift means an elevator. They call it a lift in England. Oh, I knew that. I was just, kidding. What's behind the drapes?
It's a walnut chamber.
I asked you girls not to run ahead like that. Sorry, Mom. What would Lady Canterville think?
Oh, I think they're just charming.
You're a real diplomat, Lady Canterville. It takes one where my daughters are concerned. I'm hoping a good English boarding school helps to settle them down. But we don't want to go to boarding school. That's one of the reasons why you're going. Boarding school? Yuck.
Mrs. Omni would like to stay here with you. She says she's much too settled here to move to another household. Will that suit you, Mrs. Otis?
Yes, of course. I'm sure she'll be a great help.
Lady Canterville, how nice to see you again. Didn't keep you waiting, I trust.
Right on time, Mr. Otis. This is Mrs. Omni, the housekeeper I spoke of.
I bid you welcome to Canterville Castle, Mr. Otis.
I would like you both to meet my oldest daughter, Virginia.
A pleasure to be here, Lady Canterville.
Delightful, my dear. Now, if you'd all like to sit down, I want to speak to you one last time before we sign the final paper. Mrs. Omni, I think we'll have tea now.
Yes, ma'am.
No problems, I trust.
That might depend on what one means by problems.
I don't follow.
I'm afraid I have to tell you that there is a ghost that comes through this castle also.
A ghost? Why, I think that's exciting.
We'll take everything that comes with the place, Lady Canterville.
We'll just make your ghost one of the family.
It looks as though you don't realize the gravity of this situation. I feel bound to tell you, Mr. and Mrs. Otis, that the ghost has been seen by several living members of my family, including myself. You see, this ghost has been haunting this castle for the past 400 years, and she's very real.
Sounds marvelous to me. Local color, eh?
Better than we'd hoped for. Who is this ghost?
Sir Simon de Canterville.
Was he wicked?
Infamous, a villain and a scoundrel.
That's great.
Sir Simon is not to be taken lightly.
Lady Canterville, ghosts don't mean the same thing to Americans as they do to English. What we ought to do is catch Sir Simon, cage him up somehow, take him to America, so he can be in Barnum Circus or Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show or something like that.
That's odd. Thunder on such a lovely day.
Sir Simon has a habit of darkening rooms and causing thunder when he is pleased. I think he took exception to a remark about putting him in a circus. To be perfectly honest about it, I haven't cared to live in Canterville Castle since my great aunt, the Dowager Duchess of Bolton, was frightened into a fit.
Frightened?
A fit?
A fit from which she never fully recovered.
Well, what frightened her?
Two skeleton hands were placed on her shoulders as she was dressing for dinner.
Wow! Two skeleton hands. That is creepy. That unfortunate incident with my aunt. Most of the servants left, except for Mrs. Omni, of course. She has a certain feeling for the spirit world. There's a maid, too, isn't there? Jenny, though I have doubts about her staying.
Put your fears to rest, Lady Canterville. Since our bank notified me that they were transferring me to their ranch in England, all we've talked about was finding a real, old, genuine English castle to live in. And so, we'll take it. Spook and all.
Oh, no, you mustn't refer to Mrs. Simon as a spook.
If he shows up, we'll confirm the good old Yankee American know-how. Let's do nothing to keep this place.
Well, I'm glad then that I'll finally be leaving this place. Only you must remember, I warned you.
We'll take our chances.
This is my nephew, the Duke of Cheshire. He often stays with me and is fond of the place. Mr. and Mrs. Otis, their daughters, Virginia, Pam, and Wendy. His Grace, the Lord Duke of Cheshire.
How do you do? So very glad to meet you.
Lord and Grace? Surely that's not your real name.
No, but that's what people call me sometimes. My name is Cecil.
And mine's Virginia. I hope you'll call me that.
It'll be a pleasure.
We're very glad to meet you, Your Grace. Perhaps you would care to stay with us at Canterville Castle now and then.
Thank you, Mrs. Otis.
Have you seen the ghost of Canterville Castle?
No, but I've heard it. He's rather restless, you know.
I want to hear lots more about him.
You shall. Would you care to ride around the grounds with me sometime, Miss Virginia? I understand you have a horse, and so do I.
I love it. Now, if you'd excuse Cecil and me, I want you to go over the final papers on the sale.
Of course.
That's the best news I've ever heard! Our own private ghost. What a strange story. Lady Canterville isn't the sort of woman to make up a story like that.
Oh, she probably knows what she's talking about. Up to a point, that is. I bet there isn't a manor house or castle in England without a resident ghost floating about somewhere. Helps to sell property.
And you don't believe her story?
Well, because we're Americans, Lady Canterville probably thinks a ghost will cinch the deal. She's awfully anxious to know the place.
Reverse psychology?
Exactly.
Oh, I was hoping it was for real.
Take my word for it. If there's a ghost here, it'll turn out to be a whistle of wind in the castle tower or something.
Beg pardon, Governor. I'll be needing the keys to your carriage in time to get your luggage.
Oh, forgot I locked it. You're Reed, aren't you?
That's right, Governor. Finest gardener in Ireland hereabouts.
Reeds? What a wonderful name for a gardener.
It was my father's name, too.
China Ceylon. How's that?
The tea.
Oh, China, I think. I'm so glad you're going to be staying here with us, Mrs. Omni.
Thank you, madam.
What on earth is that? Oh my goodness. It looks as though something has been spilt.
Yes, madam. Blood has spilled on that spot.
Blood! How awful.
I must say, you're putting on a good show, Mrs. Omni.
I speak the truth, sir.
Well, I don't care for bloodstains in the sitting room. It must be removed at once.
It won't do no good, Mrs. Otis.
Why not?
It's the blood of Lady Eleanor,
Who's Lady Eleanor?
Sir Simon's wife.
Killed she was. Sir Simon's weakness put her in an early grave.
Nothing will take out that spot.
Oh, nonsense. A bit of cleaning fluid ought to do it. Mrs. Omni, do you have some handy? Fetch it for me quickly. Hiram, let me see your handkerchief. I'll only use a corner of it. I'll make quick work of that spot. Thank you, Mrs. Omni.
That bloodstain has been admired for years by tourists.
It's something of a local attraction.
Nothing will take it out.
Oh, nonsense. Never seen a red that vivid.
That bloodstain don't talk. But I've heard things in this house that'll make anyone's hair stand on end.
Oh, we all like a bit of fantasy, Reed, but there's no need to overdo it.
It's no joke, Miss Otis. The ghost is real.
It don't do no good to mock Sir Simon. The old boy's got a nasty temper.
Look! The spot's disappearing! Oh, it's gone. It is gone. A bit of dropping fluid and some elbow grease works most of the time. You may serve tea when ready, Mrs. Omni.
In all the years I've been here, no one has been able to wipe away that stain.
Tea, Mrs. Omni?
Yes, ma'am.
And you get the luggage, please.
I don't believe my eyes. It's really gone.
But the luggage is still in the trunk.
Yes.
I feel guilty not appreciating all the work they've done. Blood stains on the carpet. 2 skeleton hands. Instead of a guest in the house, we've got a ghost. What's happening? The garden's all in shadows.
Never saw a storm come up like that.
Frosty?
Sit yourself down, Vicar. I expect you'll be wanting to see Mrs. Otis.
Mr. Otis, too, is about. I do feel guilty not being here to greet them when they've arrived. What sort of people are they?
Awfully American. Have some tea, Vicar?
Very kind of you, Ginny, but no.
I'll go tell them you're here. I won't be long.
Take your time. I do hope you're not causing any mischief, Sir Simon. Americans living here could be a blessing for our village.
Jenny? Oh, hello. I'm Virginia Otis.
And I'm Reverend Austin Donaldson, vicar of the parish.
Ah, yes, Lady Canterville spoke of you. Please sit down.
I've been away. London. A brief holiday.
Where's Mrs. Donaldson?
She'll pay her respects tomorrow. Wednesday is my wife's day for paying respects.
You're so formal in this part of the world. That's hard for us Americans to get used to.
I fear it's inbred. The people of this village are creatures of habit, as are people everywhere. How do you find Canterville Castle?
I'm enchanted by it. You see, my parents have always wanted to live in England. So when my father's bank decided to open a branch in England, he jumped at the chance to come here. Naturally, we tagged along.
You find nothing strange about this place?
Oh, you must be speaking of Sir Simon.
Yes.
Well, let's just say that Sir Simon de Canterville has met his match in Hiram Otis.
You mean there's been some unpleasantness?
Nothing we can't handle, Vicar. We Americans know how to handle ghosties and beasties and things that go bump in the night.
What a strong Brit, Mr. Otis.
Comes to read me a good English breakfast. I see you met Virginia.
We were having a pleasant chat.
This is my wife, Lucy.
Pleased to meet you, Vicar. So glad you dropped in.
Yes, we've heard a great deal about you already.
That's flattering. You run the orphanage in the village, correct? I never refer to it as an orphanage, Mrs. Otis. I call it Children's Town.
Oh, that's charming. And you run the home for old people, too?
I never call it a home, Mrs. Otis.
What do you call it?
Safe haven. I encourage the residents to think of it as a hotel. That way they can check in when they wish and check out when they wish, like guests.
Must cost a pretty penny, eh?
Yes. A pretty penny.
Virginia, ring for Mrs. Umney, please.
I can't stay.
Surely you can stay for one cup of tea, Vicar. I haven't met an Englishman yet who can turn that down.
Another time, I'm sure. For now, I just wanted to stop by and bid you welcome. I'm glad you're comfortable.
It hasn't been easy sleeping here.
You mean Sir Simon?
He's a noisy sort of pest.
Oh, you mustn't talk like that. No telling what he might do.
It's more of a question of what I might do.
You haven't antagonized him?
No, but he sure has antagonized me.
My husband permits nothing to interfere with a good night's sleep.
The ghost gave us quite a scare when he first appeared.
He chased after my daughters with a sword.
Made a vulgar display of himself. No British manners at all. Shrieking and yelling at the top of his lungs.
We soon put him in his place, however.
A sword, you say? Tis, tis. Oh dear. I fear to grasp the gravity of the situation. So Simon can be quite malicious.
Well, in my book, he's a fraud and a fake.
He allows me to erase the bloodstain on the carpet every night. Only it's back again the next morning.
And he's always changing the color. One morning it's rose, and the next it's purple.
The old boy must be colorblind.
Lady Canterville told us what he had done to the Duchess of Bolton.
Sir Simon is up against good old American horse sense. And you know what they say about horse sense, don't you, Vicar? It dwells in a stable mind. Oh, I cracked myself up. Anyways, that ghost isn't going to scare us again. It's going to be the other way around.
Lady Canterville's nephew just rang up.
That would be Lord Cecil.
Oh, what did he want?
He said if it wouldn't be inconvenient, he'd stop by for a moment.
Oh, how nice. He and Virginia seem to be getting along quite well.
Mrs. Umney, I was trying to tell these charming people that Sir Simon can be dangerous.
Isn't easy, Vicar. You know what rebels these Americans are.
Oh, come on now. What exactly can that pile of floating ectoplasm do, that ancient poltergeist?
Mrs. Biddy, the former housekeeper, woke up one morning and saw a skeleton seated in an armchair by the fire, reading her diary.
Was it spicy?
What, the skeleton?
No, the diary.
You're very rude of the skeleton.
Poor thing had to be confined to bed for 6 weeks.
The skeleton?
No, Mrs. Biddy.
What happened to the diary?
Just too much imagination is going on around here.
Once you give in to Sir Simon's foolishness, you become a willing victim.
He scattered my husband's papers all over the upstairs
when well spanked, I assure you. But how do you spank a ghost?
He's been unusually restless.
Especially for such an old spirit.
Second night we were here, we heard him rattling all over the place in a suit of armor.
That's how he frightens Jenny.
What did you do?
Do? What any sensible man would do.
Well, Mr. Otis, what was that?
I said, boo!
Boo!
Yes? Boo!
I don't believe anyone has ever said boo to Sir Simon before.
There's more. I'm not sure I want to hear it. I knew we weren't going to get a wink of sleep, so I grabbed an oil can and oiled up his suit of armor. Oil can?
It's what my sisters use on their bicycles.
I said, my dear man, I must insist on oiling that oversized tin can you're wearing. You did? I did. What happened then? He fell over backwards and rolled down these stairs.
Woke the entire house.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Otis, you're tempting fate.
Not at all. I thought it would be wise for Sir Simon and us to know where we stood right off the bat.
Off the bat? What on earth does that mean? I'm sorry, sometimes I forget we don't always speak the same English. It means that Sir Simon will either have to behave himself or he will have to go. Go? Go where? This is his home. Then it's high time he started acting like it. His manners are far worse than any of my daughters.
I feel the reason he made such a racket was because he couldn't see in the dark.
Virginia was very kind.
She gave Sir Simon a box of candles.
He seemed quite annoyed. Didn't even thank me.
I'm afraid people from the States aren't what Sir Simon is accustomed to. I'm genuinely worried.
We can take care of ourselves.
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about Sir Simon. Enough talk about this silly ghost. Vicar, I wonder, could we have a visit to Children's Town? What better time than the present? I'm on my way there now. Will you join me?
Great idea.
Oh, Lady Canterville's nephew.
I'll see to him. Go along, both of you.
Now, don't forget to invite him for tea. The English just can't seem to live without it.
I will.
Come along, Lucy. Vicar.
We're coming. Your parents are confident people, aren't they?
Well, they don't let any grass grow under their feet.
Grass grow on their feet. Cost a pretty penny. What funny language you're about to speak. Oh, Sir Simon, there'll be trouble. I'm afraid serious trouble.
The vicar's upset.
Sir Simon is an upsetting influence. Go along, Mrs. Umney, and see if there's anything extra nice for tea.
Yes, miss. There is one thing.
Yes?
Perhaps Madame Balzac could help.
Who's Madame Balzac?
A spirit medium, miss, and a psychic researcher. Quite successful at ridding the other states of ghosts and ghouls.
You're not serious.
If you really want to get rid of Sir Simon, and I'm not sure that I approve, Madame Balzac is the only one I know of who can help.
Give it back! That's mine!
Not if I have him!
I have to break your arm. Do it! Give it like that! You sound like some wrestling nut. I'm gonna break your arm! She has nice great perfume. Girls ought to start acting your age. All you do is run in and out of every room, looking for secret passages and stuff. You were saying something about a Madame Balzac.
Yes, she's famous in these parts.
What for?
Well, for one thing, she got rid of Martin the Maniac.
Who's he?
Well, sometimes he's known as the Masked Mystery.
He sounds exciting!
He terrorized Milford Manor for centuries.
And this Madame Balzac exorcised him, is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure about that, miss, but she certainly got rid of him. Not only that, but she banished Hester the Whore from the Henderson house.
You're putting us on.
No, miss. Madame Balzac is a genius when it comes to the unknown.
If she's so great, why hasn't she been here before?
No one has requested her presence. Madame Balzac is not the ghost unless she's invited.
D-ghost? Well, that's a lot of mumbo-jumbo. I can accept the presence of a Sir Simon. In a way, I feel rather sorry for the poor man. But a ghost named Martin the Maniac and another called Hester the Whore is going too far.
You don't want to forget Lady Joan the Graveless.
What was she famous for?
Well, the press of the day referred to as the corpse snatcher of Chertsey Barn.
You're fortunate, Miss Umney, that Sir Simon has never done you any harm.
I am indeed. Others haven't fared so well from family ghosts. A dear friend of mine was driven to the brink of despair, courtesy of the Vampire Duchess.
The Vampire Duchess? This is getting better than Dracula, or the Friday night spook shows in the village.
Yes, the Duchess of Startup. Before Madame Balzac visited the Startup Castle, no one would go anywhere near the place.
As long as Sir Simon isn't too malicious, I see no need to send for a psychic researcher.
As you wish, miss.
Great Virginia, don't you love all this stuff? Stuff is right. As the British say, stuff and nonsense. I don't know why Mrs. Umpy feels she has to keep us entertained with all these ghost stories. Martin the Maniac. Come on, Wendy. I'm ready.
Ready for what?
You'll find out later.
Women of mystery, aren't you? The Duke of Cheshire, Miss Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, this is a pleasure.
Good to see you again, your lordship.
Please call me Cecil. People use a typo. I feel like a price now.
You might say we're alone. My parents have gone on a tour with the vicar to Children's Town.
Wonderful place. Too bad, though.
What makes you say that?
It's bankrupt. Hopelessly so. Same thing to say, Katie. The vicar has a warm heart, but no business sense.
I noticed his church seems a little the worse for wear.
Oh, the roof leaks. The windows are cracked. On a cold day, the congregation shivers through its prayers. I trust he's being a gentleman.
I can't give you a good report on your kinsman.
Sir Simon probably wants you out of the place. He never invites strangers.
We'll be friends in no time.
You and I, you mean.
Sir Simon and myself.
You've got spirit will say that for you.
Let's forget about spirit for a moment. Cecil, I wonder. Do you know the meaning of the inscription on the landing?
You mean it's on the stained glass window?
Yes. When a golden girl can win, a lord's black heart will sin, then shall this house be still and peace home Canterville. It's painted in such curious letters, almost faded out. Took me a long time to decipher it all.
Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know what it means. It's been up for centuries. Like a bloodstain.
You'll stay for tea?
I'd be delighted.
My parents should be back in plenty of time.
Then we have time for a walk. Why don't you show me the gardens?
Be happy to.
I was hoping you'd say that. Remember, you must never say no to a relative of Sir Simon de Canterville. The old boy might take offense.
Oh, I'll make it a point never to offend a ghost.
Doom and gloom and thunder and spite! Curses all those who mock my might! I say, where is everybody?
Why is it so dark in here? Miss Virginia, did you call? Cousin, I'm giving my notice. I'm leaving.
No, it was me. And I'm not let you in your own gardens, Mr. Weeds. Thank you, Sir Simon. Run for your lives. I'll try them all, I will. Oh, Father, the blood is gone. A curse and a pox. Blood out and let no more blood in any outdoors. I shall replace it at once. These Irish Americans, I doubt that the spot this one. I thought we were this time. Ouch! Oh! Beware!
Beware yourself. You're nothing but one bad joke.
You dare call Sir Simon a bad joke?
Believe me, I dare.
You'll regret this.
But the only one you're going to scare is yourself.
Stop it!
Who's afraid of the ghastly ghost?
Wretch female?
You great big bristly ghoul. Do you really want to fight?
No!
Come back! Fight like a Canterville!
What? A spirit? I never heard there are ghosts in that candle denied. What do you want?
Vengeance. Vengeance!
Vengeance for what? From whom?
You are among the famous Otis ghosts, and I have come here to avenge the murder of your unhappy wife. Beware!
Mercy, do you hear? Spare me!
Behold the only true and original spook. Beware!
I shall be avenged!
Come on in, Mrs. Dalton.
Thank you, Jenny. I do hope Mr. and Mrs. Otis won't be offended by my coming out this late hour.
I don't think so, ma'am. You see, we're not expecting to get any sleep tonight.
Why is that?
It's Madame Balzac, ma'am.
The cycle.
Yes. Mr. Otis has said he's had it with the ghost. Oh, Sir Simon has been behaving something awful.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He got into Weed's greenhouse and broke a large glass.
floats out some Virginian pot, and they really do belong together.
How does he do that?
Every time Lord Cecil is about to say something romantic, the ghost makes him have a violent sneezing fit.
How ungallant of Sir Simon.
Then the other night, he took a roast beef right off the table and sent it sailing to the ceiling.
Good gracious.
He was stuck up there, dripping gravy, for 2 hours. Finally, we harpooned it with a pitchfork.
Like living in a chamber of terror.
So Madame Balzac was sent for.
You're an impressionable woman, Mrs. But has anyone thought of speaking calmly and rationally to Sir Simon?
Won't do no good, speaking to the ghost. He's set in his ways.
What an unexpected pleasure. I hope this isn't an imposition. No, of course not. We're all excited tonight. Mrs. Otis, I wish you didn't feel it necessary to call on Madame Balzac. I'm afraid we have no other choice.
At first, we were quite willing to live and let live.
Now we're afraid that unless the ghost is stopped, he may do some serious injury. Has Mrs. Umney told you about the roast? Most distressing. I'll come to the reason for my visit, if I may. We're having a church bazaar soon.
To raise funds for children's town.
And for Safe Haven.
They can use the money. They owe everyone in the village.
Thank you, Mrs. Umney. That'll be all.
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering if there's something you might like to donate. All for a good cause, of course. I'm sure we can think of something.
Dad's on the steps waiting for the witch.
Madame Balzac is not a witch.
She's a psychic researcher.
I bet you're here about the bazaar, huh, Mrs. Donaldson?
True. We'll have to think of something extra special to donate.
That's easy.
What do you suggest?
Why don't we donate Sir Simon's old suit of armor?
His armor? Oh dear. That's a marvelous suggestion. It should fetch a considerable price.
And then maybe we can get a good night's sleep for a change.
But Pamela, should we just bribe Sir Simon of his armor?
Why not?
It's yours with our blessings. I'm sure the vicar will be pleased. I'm quite sure it'll fetch a good amount of money.
Madame Balzac's carriage has just arrived.
I don't want to see her. She's an awful bore. I'll leave now. Thank you for the armor.
I bet that thunder is Sir Simon acting up again.
See to the door, Jenny.
Yes, ma'am. Has the seance started yet? Tonight is not a seance. We're simply bidding farewell to the ghost.
Well, I bet Madame Balzac will perform that exorcism with incense and incantations.
I'm going to ask her a question about Martin the Maniac.
Sorry to disappoint you two, but whatever Madame Balzac does will be done without your presence.
What?
No telling what might happen.
You mean we're going to miss out on all the action?
This is serious business. It's not supposed to be fun and games.
What a jip!
Please, can't we stay? Now go to your rooms and read that new book of poetry I got for you.
Come on, Pam.
We should be down here with the ghost. This is definitely discrimination.
I don't understand older generation.
They just don't understand us.
They were never young.
The house rings! Hugely vibration.
Always up to you. Oh, Madame Balzac, this is my wife Lucy and my daughter Virginia.
Please, you can come.
My poor woman, how you must have suffered. Your husband has told me of your terrible experiences with Sir Simon. Danger is in the air! What kind of danger? Aha! The blood of Lady Eleanor of Canterville. They say she was murdered by Sir Simon. Aha! The great room.
It's all boarded up.
With boards. Behind here, the brothers of Lady Eleanor confined Sir Simon until
How long?
the crimes of Sir Simon were awful too. Did you know he sacked the parish church?
No.
The very church that stands in Canterville village today. Oh, Sir Simon was a terror!
Still is.
But Martin was fond of him.
Martin?
Martin the maniac. I banished him from Milford Manor months ago.
Is there anything we should be doing?
How do you mean? Preparing for Sir Simon's departure.
We've already made arrangements to sell a suit of armor.
Madame Balzac, you must help these Americans. The ghost has been positively wicked.
to flee into the garden, you must stop him.
How?
First, you must thrust out your arms. Then, you must murmur a low moan. Oh!
Sounds like a cow having a cat.
What else? The spirit attempts to run by. You say, away, away.
one English ghost can handle a house full of Americans any day. Sir Simon E. Canterville has just begun the fight. Sir Simon E. Canterville has just begun the fight. They haven't underestimated my powers, and they'll pay.
I discovered two noisy girls in the driveway.
That's Winnie and Pam.
I chased them into the lane. It was wonderful sport.
Splendid.
It's very unfortunate for us that Madame Balzac is so awfully bad at what she does.
Oh, that was jolly fun, Sir Simon. Ran them into making her way up the stairs and into the bell tower.
With the bats? Great place for them. Do sit down, Mark. You can make the tea.
I am with you. Not as young as I used to be.
Alas, none of us are.
Balzac is matching me, Sir Simon.
Thought she was rid in the castle with the resident ghost, but instead, she's returned the rest of us to our hauntings.
These, the thrifty old place. And inhibited the running round, sir. There's no chance of finding those devil up.
Haven't you been here before, Duchess?
Never. I'm not in the habit of leaving Startup Castle. At least I wasn't to Madame Balzac did her worst. That woman is a menace.
Sir Simon gave her a lesson.
I understand you've been having trouble.
Americans. You wouldn't believe what I've heard with. Sit down, Duchess.
I'm happy to say that Startup Castle has never had any Americans running about the place. They eat something called a hamburger, I understand. Almost sounds like they're cannibals.
They are strange people, they are.
Barbaric in their customs, eh?
Quite. They don't take a good English ghost seriously.
Deplorable, really.
Not as sporting of them either, eh?
The gardens are lovely. I found a patch of deadly hemlock.
Make yourself comfortable, my dear.
You were speaking of the Yankees, Sir Simon.
Yes, Americans. As I was saying, they have no respect for a ghost when ghostly feelings. If I meet one in the hallway, he or she is most likely to spray me with a can of lubricating oil.
Appalling! Uncouth! Inconsiderate!
Rude even.
Oh, you haven't heard the rest. The body that donated my armor to the Church of Azar.
Scandal.
An outrage!
Never in 100 career, 400 years have I been so grossly insolent, ghostly treated.
Ah, but I do believe they'll behave differently after tonight's adventure.
Here, here.
I have been assaulted with perfume, ridiculed, scoffed at. Oh, the shame of it all.
Overdoing it a bit, aren't you, old boy?
When I think of the housemaids who were aesthetics when I nearly gripped them.
I recall the beautiful Lady Strutfield who was obligated to wear a black velvet band around her neck to hide the mark of 5 fingers burnt upon her lovely white skin.
You were a naughty boy, Sir Simon.
Naughty, naughty.
What can I say? I always had an eye for the ladies.
Remember the night Lord Payson was caught cheating at cards and was found in his room later choking with a jack of diamonds stuck halfway down his throat?
And he swore the cannibal ghost made him swallow it.
You are a true artist, Sir Simon.
If I say so myself, I have given some celebrated performances.
Don't forget the butler, who shut himself in the pantry when he saw your green hands tapping out the window.
He didn't shoot himself in the pantry. He shot himself in the big toe.
All my past glories have come back to haunt me. And out of the glory of this all, some modern Americans come back to mock my spirit.
Oh, dear, dear, your nerves are quite shattered.
I will have my revenge.
Lady Joan is correct.
There's nothing wrong with my nerves. It's my pride that's suffering.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll have to excuse me now, Sir Simon. I must be on my way.
So must I. I would like to stop up at the graveyard and tell a few old friends I'm back in town.
Always a pleasure, Sir Simon. We must get together more often. It seems we only see each other when Madame Balzac is about.
Thank you for all coming. Good night.
You're looking remarkably well, considering.
How are you to say, Duchess? I do.
Looks like you have things under control, boy. Chin up. Stiff upper lip.
Good to see you again, maniac.
If you don't mind, I'll go out the back way. If there's a maid, I might find it terrifying.
My good Jenny aside, she's always good for that.
You are an inspiration to us all. See you in 100 years or so.
Thanks, Hester. I always say you're bored but intelligent.
Good night, ungentle spirits.
Good night, and fly safely.
Nothing like this has ever happened before.
That doesn't help us much.
What are we going to do now?
It looks safe. Let's check it out.
You think they're all gone?
It's Martin we have to be careful of. He's fond of throwing things.
I'm as fond as I am of throwing you out.
Myron, please.
You're angry with me, Mr. Otis.
How could you tell?
You can hardly expect us to be pleased, Madame Balzac. We sent you here for the specific purpose of ridding this castle of Sir Simon.
Instead of that, we found ourselves surrounded by a bunch of weird ghosts.
Only Lady Joan is really good. The others are merely eccentric.
Ha!
I shall return home and consult my cookbook.
Cookbook?
It's where I keep my incantation recipes. I'll solve this dilemma. Never fear, Balzac's here.
Well, I've heard that one before. How about just leaving, Madame Balzac?
What about Sir Simon?
We'll take care of him ourselves.
Who's that?
It sounded like Jenny.
Horrible, horrible, that's what it is. I can't believe it.
What's the ghost of now?
It wasn't our ghost. It was the one with the mask.
The Lone Ranger?
Hiram, please. This is no joke.
Obviously, she's referring to Martin the Maniac, also known as the Masked Mystery.
Jenny, you have my permission to show Madame Balzac to the door.
What door?
Any door. No, the front door. Only get her out before I make a spirit out of her.
Yes, sir, Mrs. Otis. Right this way, Madame Balzac. I'll think of something.
Out!
I don't understand it. I'll stop something.
So Simon is much too clever for her. We've underestimated the fellow.
Wasn't it exciting? We were just a half a mile at least.
That's your idea of something exciting?
Wait till I write to my friends back home about this. We saw Lady Joan fly.
Poor Madame Balzac. She's in a wretched state. Her feelings have been terribly hurt.
Well, how do you think we feel?
You girls go off to your rooms.
What if there's more fun?
We'll tell you about it in the morning.
Oh, pooh! Okay, let's go. I know. We can booby trap the stairs with wire. Cool.
Will you be wanting anything else, Mrs. Otis?
No, I think we've had enough of everything for one evening.
In that case, good night.
Good night. I can't wait for the girls to go off to school.
Well, should help calm down Canterville Castle.
How's Weeds doing?
He's threatening to resign.
Oh, what now?
One of the spirits locked him in the greenhouse after wetting him down with a garden hose. Poor man's in shock and shivering.
I'll have a talk with him. If Sir Simon wants an open warfare, that's what he's gonna get.
Madame Balzac says we have nothing to fear from the other ghosts. They aren't allowed to linger, so they can't stay here long.
Well, I wouldn't believe a thing she says. She can read palms at Chinese circus.
I suppose.
Why don't you go to bed, Mother? You look very tired.
I am very tired.
I think I'll stay up for a while. I have a few letters to write.
Are you hoping Cecil will call?
Maybe.
He's very charming, and Lady Canterville is very fond of you.
I don't need a matchmaker. Go along to bed now. Oh, you see, I'm starting to sound British already.
Good night, dear.
Really, Sir Simon, your behavior is extremely childish.
Beware! Beware!
You're a silly one.
Ha! Silly old thing! I'm gonna terrify you!
Please be careful with that broom.
Broom? Oh, drat!
If you break it, my mother will be terribly upset.
I hear you, please for mercy, but I'm hardest!
If you're planning on flanking around all night, could you join the cellar dungeon?
I am merciless. Your fate is sealed. Your tears have no effect on me.
Tears? What tears? You don't think for one moment that I take you seriously.
You don't?
When I was told the place had a resident ghost, I thought it was charming. But I wasn't told the resident ghost was also a pest and a nuisance.
Pest? You dare call Sir Simon a pest?
I could call you a great many things, but I think pest says it pretty well.
You're supposed to be shaking in fear.
I'm more sensitive than that. I have no intention of shaking. Truth of the matter is, I'm sorry for you.
Sorry?
In much the same way I costumes just to be noticed? Bringing your friends here uninvited?
Yes, I did invite many to join in the others.
But you've got to understand, this castle doesn't belong to you anymore. I realize that you, as a ghost, have certain inalienable rights. At the same time, you have to understand that we as the new owners have rights too. I know the girls have been through a bad time. They'll be off to school soon, so no one will trouble you, if you behave.
Behave? I must rattle my chains and groan to keyholes. That's my only reason for existing.
That is no reason at all for existing. You know this, Sir Simon. Why don't you go away and stay away, as most dead people do?
Indeed, I would, Miss Virginia, if I could.
You have been very wicked. Mrs. Oni said you killed your wife. Right there. I see the blood spot has come back again. Only it looks like red ink rather than blood.
I'm afraid it is ready. I thought I might ask your mother's cleaning treatment.
But you really did kill your wife, didn't you?
Oh, yes, but that's clearly a family matter. Nobody's business but mine.
It's everybody's business. It is very wrong to kill anyone. Now that my family's here, we won't put up with that kind of thing. And none of this rattling and blood appearing all the time either. You really must stop pestering her, and you must feel very, very sorry for what you did.
I don't know about that. My wife was very plain and she talked excessively. Why is it hard work doesn't matter now?
Because it was a terrible thing to kill her.
But she was extremely careless. One day, when she seen that my ruffs and my cuffs were properly starched, I protested. Like all women, she started to argue. The only thing sharper than her tongue was my dagger, so I used it.
That was a terrible crime.
Indeed. It was also a terrible crime for her two brothers to starve me to death.
Starve you to death?
Yes, to revenge my wife's murder. I'm forever fated to haunt this castle forever.
Starve? Oh, Sir Simon, are you hungry right now? I have a sandwich up in my room and you're welcome to it.
Oh no, I don't eat anything nowadays.
Of course, I guess ghosts can't eat. But did your wife's brothers really starve you to death?
Yes. They changed that wall right there, leaving food just out of my reach. Is that perfect enough? Pretty nasty in my opinion.
Horrible. But you're not punished enough unless you repent. Then I would feel sorry for you.
You're a very gentle, kind being. Much nicer than the rest of your rude and noisy family.
You are the one who's rude and noisy. I'll go tell my sisters to pester you as much as they like.
No, don't go. I'm so lonely and so unhappy, and these chains are so confoundingly heavy.
I shall not stay another minute unless you are sorry for your terrible crime.
Indeed, I should like to be sorry, but I know how to become so.
Well, perhaps if you did a kindness for someone else, you'd find out how nice it feels to do something good for a change.
That's how my business will.
You might feel happy instead of so unhappy.
And if I refuse?
My father might find some way to ship you off to America. He's clever, you know.
America?
Yes, and you'd be quite a curiosity there.
Curiosity?
And if that doesn't work, I imagine Madame Balzac can figure out some new way to exercise you. You're something of a challenge to her now.
No, we must never let her come back here.
Ah, and you're afraid of what she can do. Sir Simon, we are not people.
Nor am I.
What is it to be then? Compromise or catastrophe?
You're a tempted young lady.
Then you agree?
On one condition, that you bring me the sandwich.
I'd be honored. I imagine after 400 years you worked up quite an appetite.
With good English mustard.
I think this is what you wanted, Miss Pamela.
All my skirts had to go in that suitcase.
You'll have to wear a uniform at boarding school, not skirts.
Ugh, a uniform? No way am I gonna wear one of those.
Boarding school's a privilege. You'll enjoy it.
Nan will enjoy it, but I won't.
I'll put this by the door with the rest of your luggage.
Thanks, Mrs. Omni. How's the bazaar going?
Everybody seems to be having a good time.
I think it was great of Mom and Dad to have it here on the grounds.
The vicar is sure busy running from booth to booth, greeting everyone.
Jenny, take these gifts out to the pitch penny booth. Wait, Jenny. Oh, are you finished packing?
Almost.
I think they're both a bit unhappy, ma'am.
Because they're off to school.
I think they'd rather stay here.
Not many girls would be enthusiastic about the idea of boarding school. They're used to the activity of public school and its social life and its freedoms.
They're disappointed in the ghost, too. He's been quiet as a mouse.
Let's thank heavens for that. I hope the vicar does well.
Mrs. Umney and all the other ladies say it'd be a tragedy if Reverend Golden had to close down his charity.
The vicar has a large heart, but a very small bank account.
I heard your husband say it could take a small fortune to save him.
You shouldn't talk like that, Jenny. It's telling tales out of... Hello, Reverend Donaldson.
Oh, Mrs. Otis, everything is going splendidly. When people heard the bazaar was going to be held in the grounds of Canterville, they flocked in. I can't thank you enough.
It's the least we could do.
The girls told me Sir Simon has been the motto of a gentleman recently. Excellent views, I'm sure.
Hard to understand, Vicar. We don't know what's come over the ghost lately.
Must be hard for a spirit these days. People have so many other things on their minds.
Took 'em a while to get used to the Yanks, I suspect. No offense, ma'am.
Newcomers, Jenny, has a much softer sound to it.
I'm delighted you and your husband have chosen our home for... have chosen our village for your home. We leave you for that.
That's another thing. Sir Simon has almost let the spot fade away.
We'll need your help with the wake guessing bit, Mrs. Otis.
Right away.
Weed says Sir Simon's suit of armor will take 2 men to lift.
I'll tell my husband.
I believe we'll make several hundred pounds for the charity.
Wonderful. Come along, Jenny.
Yes, ma'am.
A letter came for you, Vicar, hand delivered.
Oh, Myers, from the bank.
Is anything wrong?
I shouldn't think so. The bank is probably just making a donation for the bazaar.
People are saying that the bank is going to foreclose on you.
Pay them no mind, please. Trust in Providence.
Whatever you say, Vicar.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
The weather couldn't be more perfect.
It's lovely. Getting away from the crowd, Reverend.
Oh, yes. I probably congratulate your mother on her success.
Things do seem to be going quite well.
And that's well enough, I'm afraid.
I'm going to sneeze.
Remember our agreement, Sir Simon?
Oh, that's a relief.
What is it?
Dear Reverend Donaldson, much as it grieves us at the bank, we have no alternative but to begin legal action to take possession of the properties now known as Children's Town Safe Haven.
Surely there's something that can be done.
Unless we hear from you within 24 hours on plans to remedy the outstanding debts, we will commence action. We regret this unpleasantness and hope you'll be able to settle the account.
Oh, sure. Oh, the letter's almost through.
Signed, Lord Orville Davenport.
I shall have a few choice words before Davenport.
He has every reason to be annoyed with me. He's extended the loan several times. I put him off hoping something will turn up. Banks aren't in the business of losing money, you know. The truth of the matter is, both Children's Town and Safe Haven are bankrupt. They have been for some time.
But you're speaking in terms of money alone. But what about those old people who have their independence? And the children?
You mustn't tell the others yet. It would ruin the bazaar. If you'll excuse me.
They won't foreclose. They can't. It would be inhuman.
I wouldn't be so optimistic.
There's no point in being negative. That's the easy way out.
Oh, what happened to our beautiful weather? Oh, I guess it's only a shower. It'll pass.
I hope so. First the letter from the bank, and now rain. I'm afraid this isn't the vicar's lucky day.
I'd better go see if I can help out. A lot of the tables aren't covered.
What a pity. Some of the guests are running for the greenhouse and others are huddled under trees. It's beginning to be quite a mess out there.
Come along this way, this way.
Oh, the vessel. I wonder if you could give the vicar and Mr. Otis some help? They're falling down. God umbrellas.
To the rescue.
I think we're out the rain. I'll put it here. Everyone please have a seat. The rain can't last long.
What's bad luck? I wonder if he had anything to do with this.
Who? Sir Simon.
I can assure you, Sir Simon did
Virginia has become rather fond of him, that's true.
Beg pardon, Mrs. Otis, but someone to see you. She says it's quite important.
Who is it?
It's Madame Balzac.
Oh. Well, I guess I must see her.
No!
Virginia, what's the matter with you? Send her in.
Yes, ma'am.
Mother, you mustn't see her. She mustn't stay.
Virginia, I've never seen you act like this.
I've never met a psychic researcher before. They're much like anyone else, I imagine, only different.
Wonderful news, Mrs. Otis! Not only have I discovered where Simon told me to go wrong, but I know I was able to do it.
Tell me.
I should have remembered with an unfamiliar house requires a minimum of 2 visits before my powers are effective. You must leave immediately.
Why does she leave?
Because I promised someone.
Promise someone what?
That Madame Balzac would never come here again. You're upset, Virginia, but your worries are over. If everyone will remain absolutely quiet, I shall rid Canterville Castle of Sir Simon in a matter of seconds. How thrilling!
An unexpected treat.
Madame Balzac, please go.
Let her do it. It's the only way to get rid of her.
Baleful spirits, house haunting, cease, desist your power flaunting, off be gone at end of day. Fly and fly, you cannot stay!
I warn you!
Simon, let me handle this. I stand my ground, strong in my intent to rid this castle of you, Sir Simon! Pinch of pepper, pinch of salt, lock you from your secret vault.
Stop it!
Oh, he's misbehaving again! Wiggle all the winds pulling through. Burn the shovel from this room.
Your fate is sealed!
He's dangerous! Everybody, come on.
Out of this house, out, I'll destroy you!
Nevermore these chambers roam, for Inspector leaves this home. Other ghosts from there or here never come to Canterville. No? You've only one thing to say to you, Sir Simon.
Yes? What makes you do that, old witch?
I'm disappointed in you.
What have I done?
Don't play the innocent.
Are you getting mad because I'm asking psychic researcher?
She came here uninvited. It had nothing to do with me, and you know it. I'm talking about the weather. You darkened the skies, didn't you? You did it deliberately, and you even tried to make Cecil have another sneezing fit.
And what if I did? A ghost has to have some fun, doesn't he?
Thought we struck a bargain to respect one another. What people say about you is true. You're completely selfish.
I don't like you when you're mad with me.
You make that sound like an excuse for anything. I am not mistaken in listening to you.
Don't go. I'm so lonely and so unhappy.
Is this another of your tricks?
I don't know. I want to sleep so much, but I can't.
That's ridiculous. All you have to do is go to bed and close your eyes.
I have not slept for 400 years. I'm so tired.
Poor Sir Simon. It's because you feel guilty, you know, killing your wife. Your conscience won't let you rest.
There's a garden beyond the pine wood. Why, forever long give rest.
In a garden?
Yes. There, the grass grows long and deep. There's great big stars, the hermit flowers, and the nightingale sings all night long.
How beautiful.
The crystal moon looks down, and the yew tree spreads its giant arms over the sun.
You mean it's a graveyard?
Yes, where all the Cantervilles find rest, except for me. No more yesterdays, no more tomorrows. Lie on the soft brown earth, grass on my head.
I wish I could help you.
You can. You know the prophecy?
Well, yes, I know it by heart. When a golden girl can win a lord's black heart from sin, then shall this house be still and peace come to Canterville.
soul, then I'd be forgiven and rest in peace.
But you must really want to be forgiven. If I am the one to help, I'll gladly try.
You're my only hope. Wicked voices will whisper in your ear, but none can hurt you. For against the courage of good heart, we have powerless. If you're afraid to come plead my case, then I'm forever doomed to dwell within these walls. You must put your trust in me completely.
Can I?
Do not be afraid.
I'll try not to be.
You will see fearful shapes and hear terrible noises.
How do we begin?
First, you must follow me without fear. Oh, I'm so tired of being so wicked.
I'm not afraid.
There he is!
Is Miss Virginia with him?
Yes, they're walking into the mist by the drawbridge. I can barely make them out.
I wonder if she'll come back. I wonder if he'll let me.
Don't say that. Do something, they're disappearing.
Try not to be afraid. I'm here.
Sir Simon's just disappeared in the fog. Miss Virginia just disappeared too. I'm so afraid. I think I'm going to faint.
Okay. Here.
What'd you go do that for? Oh, come back with me.
Help.
The room behind the wall.
Will I ever be able to come back again?
That I don't know. If you're brave enough.
I want to help you.
Stay, beware, Miss Virginia!
Quick, before it's too late.
What was that where they chained you?
Yes. Chain me to that wall, I starved to death.
Poor ghost. Now I know you were sorry for your terrible crime.
Yes, I am. Pray for me, Virginia. Pray.
Dear Lord, have mercy upon the soul of Sir Simon de Canterville. He wants to be forgiven. Have mercy upon him. Let him rest in peace forever. Let him rest in peace.
Oh, my baby! My poor Virginia!
There, Mrs. Otis, there, find her.
Where could the ghost have taken her?
I don't think he's ever left the grounds before. But Miss
of London. The minute he gets an okay, he'll issue a warrant.
A warrant for a ghost? Hiring a ghost is insane as all the best!
Oh, perhaps Madame Balzac could help. Sorry.
No one answered the door. I feel somewhat guilty for all this, but I did warn you about Sir Simon.
We didn't say he was likely to kidnap my daughter.
Your boy has never done anything like this before.
Comfort, Cecil.
I checked with the station master. No one fitting Virginia's description or Sir Simon's received anyone's train.
Well, you didn't expect a ghost to buy a ticket, now did you?
What I can't understand is why Virginia would go along with him.
Mrs. Otis! Mrs. Otis!
That would be the vicar.
Was it the vicar?
They found her!
Down at the cemetery.
Oh, thank heavens!
Some villagers saw her standing beside a grave.
Well, what are we standing around here for? Let's go!
Oh, I'm coming, baby! I'm poor girl, I'm coming!
Oh, thank goodness for morning.
Here she is. Mom, we were so hungry.
Virginia, thank goodness you're safe.
Oh, baby, darling, baby, are you all right?
It's the dunes of Sir Simon for sure.
Where were you, sis?
Did you see the ghost? Which ghost?
What did it look like? Did it hurt you?
Where is it now?
Yes, the ghost. Sir Simon, he took me to a place where he had died so long ago. His wife's brothers chained him to a wall in a secret room behind that tapestry.
How awful. Oh, where is he now, dear?
Sir Simon has gone. His spirit is at rest in Canterville Cemetery. These are his chains.
Where did you get that necklace?
Sir Simon took it out of a place in the wall and he gave it to me.
Let me see!
Beautiful jewels.
Looks like it's worth a fortune.
I'm sure it belongs to the lady Eleanor, his wife.
You must have done Sir Simon a great service.
He knew he was wicked, but he ended up being really and truly sorry for what he did.
What's that?
Sir Simon gave me his chest of beautiful jewels before he left.
Maybe I should walk the floor.
I believe thanks to Sir Simon, I now know what a precious thing life really is.
Can I wear one of the bracelets? I want to wear a bracelet. That would make everyone at boarding school jealous.
All right. That's enough, girls. Besides, the jewels belong to Lady Canterville.
No, Mr. Otis, the jewels are clearly for you.
Well, I think if we took them for old Sir Simon, we'd be out of this country much this day. Raising the devil,
None of you understand.
What's to understand, miss? He gave you a handsome present.
A tiny fortune.
But these jewels aren't for me. They're for all of us. For Canterville. Sir Simon sacked them from the village church hundreds of years ago. He gave them to me so I could put them to good use. Here.
To me? You're giving them to me?
It was Sir Simon's final wish.
I've dreamt of something like this for so long, but never expected it to happen.
Children's care will continue.
And safe haven. Wait till they hear the news.
And a new roof for the church too, Vicar?
Yes, I know. How can I thank you, Virginia?
It's Sir Simon you should thank.
Mr. Otis!
Oh, not again.
I understand Sir Simon has vacated the premises. He has? In that case, you need another ghost! Another ghost! So many of them are unemployed these days! And I'm partly to blame. I have several applicants for your consideration. If there's one thing we don't need, Madame Balzac, it's another ghost.
I wonder what Sir Simon would think of all of this.
Oh, but Lady Canterville, it was Sir Simon himself who made the suggestion before he crossed over. He appeared to me in the costume of Robin Hood,
able to forget how scared I was and help him find rest at last.
I'm glad you had the courage.
And I'm more than glad to be here right now.
Virginia, you know, I have become very fond of you.
And I of you, Cecil.
May I go so far as to say this?
Yes, you may, Lord Cecil. Come on, let's catch up with the others. I want to ask Madame Balzac how she dug up that crew of spirits.
Oh, Virginia, what say we go riding instead? You know, too many ghosts as it is.